I want to see the state reduce its energy consumption by 15% in as short a period of time as possible, with an outlying date of 2 years from the commencement of that effort. You can't separate energy from jobs. We don't have a bigger problem in our state than the loss of jobs and the failure to create jobs, and there's not a bigger single factor in the creation of jobs, in my opinion, than energy costs. You can't deregulate and go to sleep. You can deregulate, but you then have to be very active in making sure that the market forces are in fact performing. We didn't do that in this state. It's not a choice between no regulation or only pricing regulation and a completely regulated market. The choice is to have a governor and a DPUC or an energy department fully engaged with a target of lowering cost, and that's the model that I'm going. So you're asking me, do I accept another model? The answer is no. I accept my model. My model is to have a governor actively engaged with the best minds in the energy industry working on our behalf. Not the people who are paid by the utilities, not the people who are paid by the generators, but on our behalf.
How do you simply and clearly differentiate yourself from your Democratic opponent and whomever your Republican opponent?
I lowered consumption in city and Board of Education structures by 19%. We reduced our carbon footprint below 98 levels. I did it. Now I want to do it on a bigger scale. We shouldn't rely on the advice of generators. We shouldn't rely on the advice of the utilities, the delivery utilities. What we need to know is that we're going to have a governor who's interested in having the best minds, proposing the best possible policies, and working with the legislature to see that those policies are enacted into law.
This is one of the big reasons I think Dan Malloy is so exciting as a future governor in the state. We need somebody who gets it, who understands what the big issues are facing the state. Energy policy has been huge for many years, and it's complicated. We need a governor who gets it, who understands the importance of bringing all the parties together and moving forward with good policy. Not everybody's going to agree on everything. It's the job of a governor to pull everybody together and put together a strong policy for the future of the state. That's why Dan Malloy is a great governor. It will be.
Let us understand that we're going to have a governor who's willing to take on this issue and be measured by it, by actual standards, including being willing to be measured by how much progress we make in the reduction of energy consumption, my goal being 15%.
What we're talking about here is a leadership style, a difference in leadership. We have tens of millions of dollars allocated for these very purposes: energy conservation, renewable energy, grants to residential homeowners for energy conservation and renewable energy sources. Going back to 2007, these funds have been authorized, but we have not had the executive leadership to move these funds out. And there is no bigger problem in terms of competitiveness in the state of Connecticut than energy costs. And until we deal with that issue, we're going to have trouble creating jobs in this state. And we need the kind of leadership that Mayor Malloy has proposed. We have the resources. We're not talking about allocating or we're not talking about authorizing one additional dime. The authorizations are already there. What we're talking about is repackaging it, reformatting it, and moving it forward on the bond agenda.
Stop playing energy politics. The goal is to lower costs. That's what the goal should be. The secondary goal is to improve our environment at the same time. Why do we want to do those things? Better lifestyles, better quality of life, and more jobs. I'm Dan Malloy, and I approve this message.